Life quality changes coming up on the next update for Rise of Kingdoms. If you didn't read the patch notes, let me just break it down for you. Hello everyone and welcome back to another Rise of Kingdoms video. I'm Legend Ronnie and today we're going through the next patch updates, the Spring Awakening. There's definitely a lot of things to go through the update. We'll have the Spring Awakening event which will go live within a week. That's going to be about 15 or March or around that time. So around half March is when this event will go live. There's going to be plenty of events that we already had, including Zenith of Power if you have preparing or you are saving up for that one. Race Against Time and various other events. But what is more important in these patch notes is going to be the Lost Kingdom updates, and is going to be the other updates as well. There's really nice changes coming up to the game. Season of Conquest improvements. Remaining crystals will not be converted into gold, will be converted into season coins. Now we all know with the season coins you could get your skins, right? Or you could get more gold heads, more materials, more blueprints. But there is also a fixed amount of how many season coins you will get from those remaining crystals. So if you really have a high quantity of crystals, then you will get some gold as well. They fixed an issue with the quality. I think that they are referring to quantity here. I don't think anyone cared about the quality of crystals, like how the crystals look or anything like that. It has to be quantity. The resource items would not display properly, so that's really good. Now this part is very important to keep in mind, that this only works for kingdoms that will go in KVK after the update. And now you need to understand what that means. So for example, if you're in the matchmaking, if your pre-KVK Eve of the Crusade is about to start, I believe that you are considered to be in KVK already. You are already in the Lost Kingdom. So you will still have the old system. But if you didn't register when the update goes live in 7 days, and you register after that, then these updates will work for you. So if you're going to register for KVK in the next 7-8 days, or if you're going to register after those 7-8 days, then you will benefit of these new updates. And there will be a new event called the Trial of the Carrot, which has a lot of difficulty levels in Season of Conquest, and it will be unlocked as progress is made in Lost Kingdoms. You can gain crystal season coins and other rewards by taking part of this event. So most likely something that you have to do, maybe exploring and killing barbarians and this and that. So definitely a nice thing as long as you get stuff. The second point is very interesting. Discounted legendary commander sculptures and equipment materials choice chest will be made available in the season shop. We already have legendary sculptures and materials choice chest, the legendary ones. So I'm expecting that this to be something extra, or this will pop up through some events where you probably temporarily have them available, or this might just be extra, or they will put more heads and more materials available in the shop and it will be discounted as well. Anyway, it can only be good stuff on the point too, so I really like it as well. Governor can spend crystal to receive speed ups items in the new Season of Conquest event, give and receive. Now I really don't like this point. This is pretty bad. It should be receive, not give. That should be the name of the event. Because when you think about it, nobody really wants to spend their crystals to get speed ups. I mean, there is just a handful of players that really have that many crystals. And then you have to think about the point where you get season coins, right? So you need to make sure you will have crystals left for your season coins, which are probably more important than some speed ups. So again, I really don't like this point that they added over here. They should have done it in such a way that you trade your research speed ups and get crystals, because that's the whole point of this update that they are doing, to try to ease the crystal tech, right, to make everything more affordable for everyone. So that would be a way of doing it. complete challenges in the new Season of Conquest event Crystal Quest. Now, the way I see this, because there is also a bundle, you can also unlock the extra rewards for purchasing the quest treasure bundle. This is gonna be like the Lesson Scroll, so it's probably gonna be like a month event or throughout the duration of the KVK, like a 50-day event or something like that. They already done many trials of this type of event, especially when they introduced the museum. It was a 30-day event with that as well, where you were getting the museum stuff plus some other stuff, and as well there was a bundle there to get the extra rewards. So this will be similar to that. You will get crystals, which is the main importance. This is why I was pointing out on 3 why this should be using speed ups to get crystals. Rewards have been changed for the Season of Conquest event Eve of the Crusade. Governors can gain crystal through this event. Now let me explain there as well, because you already gain crystals through the Eve of the Crusade to the rewards, like the end rewards. Depending on the rank that you have, you gain crystals, and everybody knows that. But the problem is you don't gain a lot. Like even if you get rank 1, is like 1.5 million or 1.2 million, which is hilariously low to get rank 1 in the individual rewards. But what I'm trying to understand from the point 5 is that the Marauders will drop crystals, the Forts will drop crystals, probably the chest that you combine from the Marauders, those kingdom chests or whatever they are called, will drop crystals. The rewards for each stage, the individual rewards, will give crystals as well, and then the final individual rewards, depending on the rank that you have, will also provide more crystals. This is what I'm personally trying to understand from this point 5. So they're trying to add a lot more crystals to the game and make sure that the crystal tech will be more affordable, not just money wise but even grinding wise. And this is where the 7th point comes into that, and I know I skipped 6, but this is where the 7th point comes into on grinding, because you're probably thinking reduce the difficulty of killing barbarians. Like who cares, right? I mean, level 41 to 45, they're easy to kill. Nobody has problems now to kill barbs, but it's about the AoE barb farming, so it comes about the grinding. They know that people do that with Richard and YSG or various other commanders. So they're reducing the difficulty, making it even more easier to AoE bar farm. So if you want to spend time, it will be rewarding in crystals and various other stuff from the barbs. Buffs for the crystal technology have been fine-tuned. Please take note of the new effect once they have come online. So what I'm trying to understand by this is that they finally understood the 50% army capacity when players have max crystal tech, the impact it has on the field battle, and probably the 7 marches, which might be something that we will not see on the new crystal tech. You never know, the 7 marches might just go away the way they fine-tuned the crystal tech. But my expectation is, what do they mean by fine-tuned? Is one, it's gonna cost less to max the crystal tech. Like if you want to buy bundles from the day 1 until, I don't know, day 21 or 22 when you're max crystal tech or whenever, it's gonna cost about 1,000. Because right now everybody knows that if you want to max crystal tech as fast as possible, it's around $1,600. I mean, who pays in dollars? I pay in pounds, so for me it would be pounds. But that's kind of the value. So after the update, it should be way cheaper, probably around 1,000 or maybe even less, or around that range is what I would see. And the second thing that I would expect about this crystal tech is that it will be less impactful when you max crystal tech it. So probably they are reducing the 50% capacity, so it's more like a 30% capacity or a 25% capacity when you max crystal tech on your marchers, so it's not so impactful. And the players that don't spend so much on tech, that spend maybe way less on the tech, they will be able to reach very far, at least field battling wise. I think that's where they realized that is the most important for the players. And rally wise and garrison wise, then you definitely need max crystal tech for that to get the best benefits. Even free to play or very, very low spenders, with all these changes, what I'm expecting is that they will be able to make a lot of this crystal tech, and they will be able to be competitive on the field battle. This is what I think they're trying to change, as they see how players are actually playing or how they think, getting their feedback and so on. At least it can only go good from all these changes, because they are just adding stuff and fine-tuning, and this is all good stuff overall. Event improvements. We've received about 10 tests clash and nobody really cares. Everybody's just doing it to get their 5 wins and 5 attacks to get the 2 gold sculptures, at least the people who are doing it. But one thing to take note over here is when Gali deal skill damage to armor ship, it will reduce the damage they deal to the supply ship. That's very important, and reduce the amount of damage the armor ship deal to supply ship. So it's not like you're just gonna go with infantry, which they call it armored, and you're just gonna smash the other player's ship. They're trying to make it to be a little bit of a strategy over here, so you can use your archers more wisely and all that. Let's see how it's gonna be. Champions of Olympia event improvements. Yikes. Adjusted the numeric values for the skill Shock and Awe. Definitely needed to be done. All out? I'm not sure. Psychological warfare, inspiring ballad, and guidance of the light. Anyway, the Shock and Awe, that's the silence if I'm correct. I think that's a little bit too much, if that's the one. Players who receive titles during battle will receive extra coins. That's definitely needed. Like, it was no reward, it was just adding on your stats there that your SVP, MVP, Painbringer, and whatever. Now it makes sense to focus a little bit more. For kills when calculating MVP. Thank you very much for that. Heart's Desire event. This is definitely one that you want to be very careful about. In this event, it will begin with the legendary tavern becomes available, and governors will be able to select their 5 preferred commanders from a selection and receive specialized chests containing plentiful custom rewards, which can be unlocked using sovereign keys. So sovereign keys are starting to have more and more reward, or just custom rewards in sense of the daily special offers. We have the daily special offers where you can get those chests, and they only give you sculptures for those commanders. This is what I'm trying to understand, is that you're probably going to get speed ups and various other stuff, but I think those custom rewards will just mean that you get sculptures specifically for those commanders. So I think this is a very, very nice event, because right now in the legendary tavern there is so many commanders. Like, you can open 200 keys and you might not even get the sculptures for a commander that you're looking for. They improve the time when commanders are becoming available, such as YSG, Saladin Genghis Khan, Tomiris. Yeah, they will be available sooner for kingdoms like YSG before you start your KVK1, and then you have Saladin Genghis Khan, Edward, and Tomiris when kingdom enters off season before season 2. That's a lot of unlocks, and that's a lot of sculptures and gems that people cannot have in like 140 days kingdom. Yeah, let's see how that will work out for the new players. You can now exit a rally directly, and this is another quality change that comes into the game. You can now exit a rally directly from the map or on the army's screen. I think when they are talking about army's screen, I think it's this one. It says even on the top, it says armies, right? So I think you can just click exit from over here and you're going to exit the rally. So that's a nice change as well. Ragnar Lothbrok in the daily special offer. So we're finally gonna max him. Further rewards added to the Osiris League Champions bundle. Well, we don't have it yet, but there is further rewards. So let's see what those further rewards will be when they add the bundle. Because I don't think people were buying, or too many people were buying that bundle, which is a very rare one. Like, you have 2 Osiris League a year, so you get that bundle like twice a year. So it should be something special if you're buying it, you know. Kingdom maps and Lost Kingdom maps can now be opened in bulk. What's that supposed to mean? Like, you can open multiple kingdom maps in the same time? Download the latest version to enable this feature. Yeah, I'm really curious about that one. Fixed display issues for the all-for-one talent. Now, that is to the skill talent tree, and they are saying display issue. Man, they are so sneaky and tricky about this kind of things. Let's see which is the one. This is the all for one. After the primary commanders use a skill, active skill damage of the secondary commander is increased by 6%. Right now it's working like that, so I'm not sure what they are referring about fixed display issue, because that's how it works. And I've tested it many times, like with Xi and Nevsky. For example, when Xi does his primary skill, that's 6 plus 6, that's 12% skill damage that Nevsky has extra, plus the 35% from Nevsky. Yeah, that's a lot of skill damage that you put on the table with these two talents. That's why is the whole idea of combination like Xi and Nevsky, or the whole idea of putting weaker commanders first, not necessarily weaker, but anyway, less skill damaging commanders, like you put Elcid first because he only does 1000. You don't do YSG and Elcid, you do Elcid and YSG, because that way with the skill talent tree you will empower YSG with the talents. I'm not sure what they're trying to do on the update with this change, fixing a display issue. I feel that that's going to be a little bit more than that. We'll have to see after the update. When a burning alliance flag, it has no garrison, no more emails. Quality changes, like I was saying. A screen adjustment option has been added to settings. I'm really curious what they're referring by that, because on one of my phones I can't use the chat. Is the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3, and if I open the chat I just don't see it full. So I'm not sure if this is something referring to that, like you can adjust the game on your screen, so you can have the game on your screen and probably have something else, or adjust the resolution. Like if you have a really powerful device, or let's say a powerful PC, you could just set it up to 4K or something like that, like really high quality or low quality. I don't know, but I'm really intrigued a little bit about these settings. Can they allow you to adjust the menu? I don't think that will be an option, because now there is an option when you're moving for the menu to go away. Or maybe they want to refer by adjusting when you zoom in and you zoom out, so you no longer keep zooming in. Because for example, if you want to join a rally now, there is no rally, but when you want to join a rally, we all know that the camera is going up and down, up and down. So I'm guessing that the adjustment, it might just mean something like you'll be able to lock in on a position like this, for example, like right before you go on the overview, and you can just lock in like that and just keep it like that. That might also be a very nice change. Overall, this new update is going to bring a lot of beautiful changes, so I hope you definitely enjoy them. Give them a feedback. Until next time, this is your boy Jeroni signing off. Peace out, yo, and take care. See you on the next one, and stay safe out there, my friends.